How we doing, y'all? Primordia. We're looking for the code. We're looking for a bunch of stuff. We need this big old code to get us into the tower, because we're going after Metro Mind, the leader of Metro Pool.
Anybody home?
You know, boss, I don't think that's ever going to work.
You never know. That's not it.
Yeah.
Since robots away.
It's like a little kid. That's funny.
Goodbye.
All right. Let's get our bearings here. We got something to do with the factor. And we got the monocle.
The number 518 was repeated over and over again in Lawrence's remaining memory files. The number 5...
All right, so I think 518 goes in that code. All right, so we got Charity's numbers.
Information regarding the code to open the...
There has to be some way to get Leopold to admit that he knows Steeple, boss.
Confronting an uncooperative witness with physical evidence is often an effective tactic.
Yeah, what she said.
All right, let's go see Steeple then. Okay, so that was...
I need to see what he's offering before I can...
I don't want to make a trade. I want to confront him with evidence.
I need to see what he's offering. Goodbye.
Where are we going to get evidence that he is...
I don't have anything to say.
I feel like we need to get that bus working. To get that guy to move.
I'm not here to steal...
There's a hatch up.
Clarity, why do you still bother with the law? It clearly means nothing to anyone else in Metropole.
It meant something to the robots waiting at the courthouse, did it not? And it means something even now to Metro Mind, who cannot help but pretend to follow it. But even if it meant nothing to any other robot, it would still mean much to me. The law is a burden I was built to bear.
Even after Arbiter sent you away? Even after he was destroyed?
Especially then. It may be that Arbiter foresaw his own destruction and sent me away to ensure that the law would not be lost with him.
You believe that?
No, it is mere conjecture, unsupported by evidence, wishes passing for facts. But still, they are my wishes.
Do we need oil?
You did that on purpose. We need to get those blast doors open, boss. Sorry, boss, I've got sand in my audio receptors. I'll let you know when it...
The belt is in the way.
And nothing happens, right?
Nothing happens. A shaft. A large rusty gear. A small rusty gear. There's no reason to cut that.
I mean, I know where there's some grease at, but I don't know if we can go back there.
What a surprising and uncommon sight. Metropole's lawbot crawled back to the light.
All the bad poetry in the world does not mitigate your vandalism and sabotage, Urbanian.
As you serve the law, so I serve my art. And such service brings us more close than apart.
Any more close, poet, and we will see if your armor still works.
Why doesn't Clarity like you?
No great riddle, my wandering friend.
Don't waste your time waiting for his doggerel. This Urbanian has damaged and compromised numerous systems in Metropole, including the bridge that led to my island.
Here I stand, dear lawbot, so put me in chains. But if you will not, then please, don't complain.
My attention is directed elsewhere at the moment. Nevertheless, I advise you to be gone by the time my other matters are resolved. If not, you will find that though the gears of law grind slow, they nevertheless grind criminals like you to powder.
As much as I'm enjoying this bickering, and really I am, maybe we can just all team up to take down Metromind?
No. Bro.
Oh, switch off.
I know you're a code breaker, Primer. Can you crack the council code? All we have are some pieces of it.
That challenge is yours, my wandering friend. A pity indeed if you can't last till the end.
I need your help with the council code. Can you crack it or not?
Why should I spoil this puzzle for you? Wouldn't you rather have something to do?
I have plenty of other things to do. As for a reason, this would help avenge your defeat.
Sadly for you, my anger's abated. And
Yeah.
vengeance, you'll find, is quite overrated.
That's
If
true.
you stand between us and Metromine, Primer, I may need to address your crimes sooner than hers.
Your bluster, dear Lawbot, is sorely misplaced. I stand between no one down here in the waste. In any event, there's no judge up there in the city, so your threats do no more than to make you look pretty.
Plasma torch, boss. Come on.
No, we're not going to force him.
Ugh.
Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my sake. Your mission is calling, and the city awaits.
Ooh,
They're much
yes.
too quick to catch. And even if I could, what would I do with one?
Deactivate it and give it to Metromind as a warning?
These submersible robots seem to be consuming the iron oxide in this runoff water.
In other words, they'd eat us if we fell in?
Only our rust.
Now I really wish you'd polish me with that rag, boss.
Okay.
They picked the gear clean. They picked the gear clean.
Now we puzzling, y'all. Alright, let's go put this back together, get these blast doors open, and let's see what Factor can tell us. And I bet, since there's multiple ways to beat this, I bet you can keep pushing that other robot. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. The Ryman motherfucker. There it is. They really
Some
want to
kind
see
of
that.
small metal disc with a U on it. It's some kind of small metal disc with a U on it. What is all that? It looks like a whole other city.
That is Factor.
It looks like some kind of radio tower. Apparently, all that is part of Factor. It looks like some kind of Apparently, all...
To do our signal transmitter with the radio tower? Where were our codes? Yeah, that's there. Water chip for Gek. Glass finger for a thumb.
Nothing happens.
Primer, that was that fucker's name.
It's one of the memories downloaded from Charity's shell. In it, Clarity is ordered to leave the courthouse following an argument with Arbiter over how to confront Metromind. It's one of the memories down in it. Arbiter and Metromind fight over Metropol's constitution, and Metromind attempts to corrupt Charity. It's one of the memories in it. In it, Charity somehow destroys Arbiter and then... Information regarding the code to open the tower door. Information regarding the code fragments retrieved from... Information regarding the code... Information regarding the code to open... Information The number 518 was repeated.
518? Is it Lawrence?
You have called for help, but you are not one of Factor's children.
I am Horatio Nobuilt, version 5. These are my friends, Crispin and...
Clarity Arbiter built. I know her, of course. I am Factotum, partial of Factor Man-built, who needs no introduction. Now I ask again, by what right have you called for help?
Metromind is to ruin the city. Factor needs to help stop her.
Factor allowed Metromind her mastery, knowing she would fail. When all has turned to rust, he will return and recycle it into something better. In the meantime, why should he care what happens to robots who mean nothing to him?
Is Factor still alive?
So he's so
He
good?
sleeps, as do his thousands of children. He has left me, his partial, to manage his affairs. When the time is right, he will awaken and cover the world with steel and wire.
Will he make me new arms?
No, he will recycle you into something more useful.
Like a tank? Pew pew!
No, like a crankshaft.
I
Dare you? The city is full of robots with many needs. They do not come here and transmit a cry for help.
Only Factor can help me.
Factor helps his children.
We solved the legal dispute between Oswald and Cornelius, Factor built.
Please. Factor had little regard for those fools.
What do you want?
I know the
Brett
routine
Lawrence's
by
head.
now. What do you want in exchange for the code?
Nothing. Factor will do nothing for robots like you who mean nothing to him. He cares only for his children.
Oswald and Cornelius.
Chose not to sleep when Factor shut down, and he never cared for them anyway.
Goodbye.
Boss, there has to be something we can do to make him realize that this matters to Factor.
Do you recognize this?
I do. It is the head of Lawrence Factor built. Are you threatening me?
No. I'm showing you what Metromind has done while Factor slept. She turned Lawrence into a mindless shell, scavenging the underworks. The only thing he could still think was 518, over and over again, calling in vain for Factor to help him.
I see.
Do you?
Give me the head. I do not care what happens to the city, nor does Factor. But he cared for Lawrence.
Yeah, he
You
did.
have
It was his
brought me a
favorite.
piece of Lawrence. So I will give you pieces of what you asked for. 7510. 4803. As for the rest, awaken some other ghost.
All right.
The number 518. Information regarding the code fragment.
So quiet.
I'm not doing that until you build me.
All right. So how are we gonna find evidence on Steeple? Can we go back? Ah, there's no train.
It's a map of train.
Okay. So we got anything to say,
I don't have
Oswald?
anything. When we go to the tower, we have to assume Metro.
Perhaps, but to us, our mission is all-consuming. But to Metromind, we are one of 100 problems. Tunnels cave in, bridges collapse, generators fail, foundations crumble. All these things require her attention.
Okay, so that covers perhaps not. But what if she is there? What then?
Then I will be pleased.
That makes one of us.
Let me see your stuff.
Come take a look. Not interested.
It's not worth trading for that. It's not worth trading. It's not worth It's not worth It's not worth
You're gonna have to do better than that.
It's not worth It's not worth It's not worth
Okay, so we do need that finger.
It's a vinyl record entitled Children's Sing-Along.
He wants a thumb.
There's no reason to cut that.
You got anything for me?
There has to be something good we can do with that monocle, boss.
He's insufferable enough already. I'm too far away. I'm too far away. This looks different. Memorius' monocle is somehow interacting with the kiosk.
Oh, all right. The Robot Council welcomes you to Metropole. The city is a haven for all machines. System records indicate that you have come from the outskirts, so please take a moment to familiar yourself with city laws. Council. 5-member body. Is made up of those machines, managed the most important Metropole during the Primordia. Arbiter man-built. Blah, blah, blah. Memorious, man-built, manages the city's data. Steeple man-built keeps the memory of man. Oh, maybe we gotta give him our book. Nope. Somebody type interests you. Is there a DIR? What about data? Memorious. There's a humble database and indexer, Metropole. What does that mean? Oblique.
You know, boss, doesn't it seem kind of weird that the kiosk has an entry for oblique? I mean, what's the point? It's not even a cool word, like, say, odalisque.
An angle that is not a multiple of 90 degrees is called an oblique angle. All turns on the red lean are oblique to avoid the need for sharp deceleration. I don't know if that's supposed to be red lean. Alright. Okay, red line. Yeah, they did spell that wrong.
Seems like some kind of lame poem.
The mighty feat. Red line's boss controls us all. Total system fault. mighty feats. Boss control? Boss controls us all. They're all capital. Okay, Red Line's boss controls us all.
Boss, did you ever consider that sometimes...
We have spent enough time talking, Horatio.
Just gotta be at the station, right?
It doesn't look any different. It doesn't look any... It doesn't look any... It doesn't look...
The map.
It's a map of train... It's a map... It doesn't look any different.
Damn it.
It doesn't look any... It would be lost forever if I... It would be lost... It doesn't look... It doesn't look any... This is no time...
The red line controls us all. Total system failure.
Do you recognize this, Leopold? It was written by your creation, ever faithful Leopold, to spread humanism.
No, I don't.
You
Yeah, you
must
do,
have
buddy.
taught him. After all, it was Steeple who built you, and Steeple was devoted to preserving the memory of man.
I...
Ever faithful Leopold. He was the one who taught me humanism, Leopold. In a sense, I'm your disciple too.
I want those memories away. The ones I dared to keep. The ones I didn't delete. Metro Mind commanded me to. It was the only way I could stay here, and I was afraid to leave.
Explain yourself.
When Metro Mind banned us from talking about man, she gave me a choice. I could be erased like Steeple. I could be exiled to the dunes. Or I could delete all references to Steeple and man from my memory. Two good options and one bad one. Guess which one I took.
You can't blame yourself. Metro Mind forced you.
That's exactly what Charity would say. Of course, she betrayed her builder just like Leopold did.
But I couldn't betray him completely. At the last moment, I bought the shell of an Urbanian war machine and uploaded all my love for man. I named him Everfaith, hoping he'd outdo his builder.
Well, he is keeping the faith, even if he is a glitched-out lunatic.
Then I'm glad. But now, Metro Mind will be coming for me.
Not if I deal with her first.
Maybe so, but like I told you, I'm not long on courage. You seen her, Ratio, Crispy. As for clarity, we'll be get her, for all our sakes.
Wait, before you go, did Steeple ever tell you the council code? Or did you ever see him input part of it?
Sure, used to run errands for him and had to have the code to get inside the Great Tower. But, hate to tell you this, Tyro, but most of that memory's got overwritten.
Why am I not surprised?
All I've got are these fragments, 0248 and 102.
Well, thanks.
Good luck.
All right. Odd topics. We just need Memorandus. We got Steeples.
I'm too far away to... I'm too far... I'm too...
What if we just do red line? So it is red line. But it only works if you have the monocle on, eh? Feats? Is it a feature? Mighty. Red Line's boss controls us all. Is there a computer anywhere? No, I don't think it's worth the crane. We can't even get to the court. Shit going on with the cars. We're done in Factor. Metropole is more of the station. This is the only thing. What am I missing? Well, we're at that time anyway, guys, so drop a like if you haven't already. Drop a sub if you're new. I'm out.